The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Houston Texans and the Denver Broncos. I'm Kate Scott. Joining me, as always, my partner in crime, Brock Heward, and we are excited to bring you this NFL Divisional Round game. Well, excited, the word that you and I get to use, Brock, as do all these great fans in attendance, but for the players down on the field, I think a better word to discuss in this situation might be pressure.
I don't think there's any question about that, Kate. With every one of these playoff rounds, that pressure just grows. It increases. That Super Bowl gets closer and closer. And your game, well, it's got to increase with it. If you can't take your level of play up a notch from the previous week, can't rise to the occasion and find that extra gear, fitting the situation we're in, well, that's the week you're going to be sent home and be a fan like the rest of us.
So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder out of both Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
Well, here we go, Kate. That good old adage, that good old question of rust versus rest. Yep, this QB and his buddies, they all had the week off. They're rested, they feel good. But will they be rusty? This opening series, a big one to get them in rhythm.
First carry now for Kyron Williams. Starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8, second down.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
On second down, a run with Williams. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And nothing doing after the catch, but a good gain on it. They're down to the 35. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets them the first. They're set up at the 35 now. Running right, it's Williams. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a 13-yard play, and that's for the first.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
First carry here for Ashton Genty. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. No doubt about it, Brock. They are trying to take him out of this game from the start. And a touchdown on the opening drive, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, this is one of those situations, Kate, where you and I up here in this booth, we can hear it and we can feel it. This crowd senses an opportunity to dig those opponents an early hole that before long might become the grave their season rests in if they don't respond.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Texans nothing. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out is the second overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
Kate, you're not going to find a quarterback that will tell you it's not easier to play at home. It is in the playoffs. Right, the crowd is on your side, no travel. I think equally every quarterback will tell you there's nothing more rewarding, more fulfilling than going into somebody else's house and beating them. He's got that chance today. He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Offense to the line, second down. Shotgun now, first round. Gets this one into the hands of Christian Kirk. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. From the gun, Stroud. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
It's exactly how you draw it up defensively. A 3 and out and a sack on top of it. Create that negative play. Create a little doubt in that quarterback's mind. And offensively, well, that's the worst way to start it. No rhythm, no tempo, and now you give the ball right back to the opponent.
Takes it in at the 26. That's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. The Denver offense taking the field for their second drive. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Galloping inside the 40. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. Wow, great stuff there, Brock. He busted that one open, got downhill, and got in for 6. Huge run.
Yeah, and this is how you break a game open. He found that lane, and he was gone. What a tremendous effort in the blocking scheme there to just spring him enough so he could take it to the house.
Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
14, Texans nothing. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now we'll see the Houston offense for their second drive of the contest. And they need some kind of score here, Brock, to keep this from getting away from them on the road in the postseason. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Nixon. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Slot man motioned over. On play action, here's Stroud. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
This one quickly to Dell. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the first down.
So it'll be Tommy Townsend once again to punt this away. The Broncos have Marvin Mims deep to return. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, wow, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
first down, and they go right back to it. Has room down the left sideline. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos take a 20-zip lead. Kyron Williams, the touchdown.
Okay, we are watching a showman put on an absolute show. What a day for this running back. I think he'd be the first to tell you. It's about the guys up front, receivers blocking outside, and the electricity of his legs.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos push their lead to 21-zip already.
Texans nothing. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. Houston's offense back out now, ready to go. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Putting a receiver in motion. They go play action with Stroud. Has a man, Dalton Schultz. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Completed over the middle. And he had somebody there for that quick stop, but a nice completion gets him across midfield. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
First down. A gain of 15. And the Texans first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. It's a good work to help reset those chains.
On the move, past the 40. This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. It's a 13-yard play. It's enough for the first.
Texans first down. A gain of 13.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
First down, ball at the 36.
Here we go.
On the ground again with Mixon. They'll cobble together a yard there. Greg Greenlaw getting there for the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Now it's Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense, he puts a sack on the board.
Defense contains him. That's going to force 4th down as he's dropped for a loss. So that's the end of one in this AFC Divisional Round contest. 21-0 our score. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Texans in possession. Everyone's out there, so let's get things restarted. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. This one's headed for the sideline and out. Look at the mark. They say it's at the 9 where it crossed. So here comes the Bronco offense. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Here's Williams to start the drive. going to have this up just a little bit shy of the 20. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Almost set. Ready. Ready. Return.
Going to the ground again on first. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Denver first. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
At the 32-yard line.
Almost set. Ready. Hey, Sean, let's go.
Here's Genty running right. Had some room to work, and he took advantage, giving 7.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Almost set. Hey, listen.
Handoff goes to Williams, running right. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Right back to Williams on first down. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Almost set. Ready. Away.
Nix from the gun. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a quarterback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes and have to stay in position, and most importantly, swat that pass away.
Tried getting it to Cortland Sutton, and that makes it 4th down.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback in his offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2.
Forward.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They're on the draw with Mixon. And they were waiting for him on that draw, weren't they? They get him behind the line. That's going to bring up 2nd down. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
It's Mixon on 2nd down. And his fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like we got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win, too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And it sets up a Houston first.
First down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Houston.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First and 10, around to Mixon. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing is Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing.
Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Well into this first half, still struggling to find any rhythm, and that's what sacks do. That is why these defenders get paid big money when they get those sacks in the stat column, because as you're seeing today, it totally disrupts the rhythm, the continuity, and any success for an offense.
And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos back out on offense as we see Kyron Williams again. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. This is Williams. And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. The Broncos with a long ways to go for a score. 2nd down now, to go. Out of the gun, it's Nix. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Williams now on 1st and 10. Continuing to move past the 45. A strike for 23 yards. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Another run for Williams. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Nix to throw. Screen here for Williams. And they bring him down around the 34. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Straight ahead with Williams. Breaks the tackle. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
And off to Genty. That's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
This is Genty on 2nd. And they're going to score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get more points to end a lopsided 1st half. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos continue piling on to this lead.
Texans nothing. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Escapes a defender. Coverage team gets him down for 26-yard line. First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here.
All right. What's up?
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Our journey through the NFL starts now. At M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, the Ravens at home to take on the Jaguars. And here's the 3-time All-Pro, DeAndre Hopkins. He's going to find an opening down the field and pull this one in. A 55-yard touchdown. The Ravens are moving on. They'll play again next week for the AFC title. Time now for a look at how things stand with the current picture in the AFC in the divisional round. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. We hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Half the battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here. A spot in our AFC Championship on the line. Returning it from the 4. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So as we get set to begin the 3rd quarter, it's the Texans offense who's going to be out there first. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. It's going to begin with a mix and run. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. To the air, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16.
On the quick, right?
Stroud completes it quick. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Here's Stroud now. Has a man downfield. It's Collins. And he is down at the 30-yard line. They get 22 on that one. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
And the Texans first down.
Looking to throw, Stroud. Completes, dialing up Collins again. for another 1st and 10.
First down. To
the air yet again, it's Stroud. Look, and this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
3 yards.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long. And on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And hopefully they'll have some better blocking on the next play because that was not good. Brings up 3rd down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. 3rd down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Here he goes, 3rd and long. This is complete to Schultz. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He dodged the tackle. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Denver set to take the field on offense. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10.
Ready.
Running right, it's Williams. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just your quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
He put everything he had into this one. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. The coverage by Jalen Reed.
Ready.
3rd and long for him here. Left side now caught by Sutton. And that nice catch not going to translate into a new set of downs just yet. The stop is made in time to make it 4th and short. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. Pulled in at the 20. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Texans and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. First call here coming from the shotgun. Back to throw, Stroud. Into the hands of Schultz. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Running back sent in motion left. Here's Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
It's a gain of 11, and it's 3rd down.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect to a tank down. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it. The Texans set to punt. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. That's taken at the 15. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Broncos and running back Ashton Genty headed back out there. And his rookie season has been among the best of all the guys we heard announced in this past NFL draft. You can see that late in this campaign, he is one of the top contenders for Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Almost set. Ready.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And all we can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on first down. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Almost set.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Throw left side, complete. Quick rally to the catch by the defense, stopping the gain at the 33. It's a pickup of 11, and that'll be good for a Denver first.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Almost set.
Williams on the carry. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
And again, an interception is drawn. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
Kamari Lassiter on the coverage.
Almost set.
Throw here, 3rd down. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down.
You know, Kate, with the game that they've put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
They'll bring out the punter here. Bryce Behringer, the one to send it away. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They motion Dell over left. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. They get 13 on the pickup, and it sets up a Houston first.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
Oh, and
Stroud to throw on 1st down. Finds his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
here we go.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Only one quarter left before we send one of these teams to the AFC title game. It's Texans ball. We'll see if they can come up with something and stave off elimination. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Surtain.
Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stopped just a little bit shy of the marker.
His 48-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Stroud on the sneak. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
A tie in baseball, Kate, well, we know it goes to the runner. A tie at the line of scrimmage on a sneak, well, in this case, it goes to the defense.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down.
Here we go.
Running for it, Nixon. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They kick the running back in motion. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Makes the catch. And This is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio. This guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Left side into the hands of Dell. And they're going to hand him a big loss on this first down. Forced out of bounds several yards behind that line of scrimmage. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Running back sent in motion. Shotgun now, first round. That's low and bounces short of his man.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Throwing again, it's Stroud. Strong running inside the 30. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Now we see after that play, one of the Broncos having a little bit of trouble out there. They're going to head out to look at him. They'll come up on 1st and 10. Running with Nixon out of the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Swap. Another swap.
From the gun, Stroud. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
3rd down and 11.
Oh, hey. Tonight. 18. What's that?
They'll throw, 3rd and long. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So that brings up 4th and long.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Collins got it left side. And he won't make the marker. They rally to him in time. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
The Broncos offense all set to go. And they don't need anything out of this drive right now, Brock. That lead's already been built as we look to the scoreboard. But like architects, they might want to see just how high they can take it.
And we're going to know here in just a second on how they attack these opening plays. Do they opt to take it easy, play conservative, or just keep stepping on that gas?
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time. Offensively, you've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on 2nd down.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Oh, my son! Ready! 180, my son!
They stay on the ground with Williams. And he's going to be bottled up just a few yards into that 2nd down run.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. They connect on the deep shot. All the way, touchdown Denver. The Broncos keep running away with this. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. That's score was less about the throw, although it's good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Okay, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos grow their lead yet again.
35, Texans 3. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Stroud off of play action. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Try getting it to Nico Collins. And it sets up 2nd down.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, a gift to Mixon. And this is going backwards. The defense all over that draw, and they're going to lose yards. 3rd down coming up. We'll have to pause now as they tend to an injured player, and that appears to be Joe Mixon, who they're looking at. This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12.
Get him, get him.
Hey, kid.
To the air on 3rd and long. Finding Collins. Good job defensively here to contain the pass. This is going to be 4th down.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. Forced out to his right. That'll be the 1st and more. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. Nets him 17 yards on 4th down and gets them the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Stroud now. Catch made. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
18.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Steps up, and he's running with it. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
The Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Texans hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
All right. 18. What's that?
To the air, Stroud. Short pass brought in. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
4 yards. That's another Texans.
18. What's that?
1st and goal, Houston.
Looking inside the red zone. And that'll chip away some of this near the end. It's caught for a touchdown. The Texans putting up points in a game decided. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Point after, up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans will trail by 25.
Texans 10.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Broncos back out on offense as we see Kyron Williams again. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10.
Oh, my son.
Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And it's incomplete, but hey, who cares? They've got the lead, and we are out of time in this one. So to the side of many mile-high salutes throughout the building, it's a win at home for the Broncos. And they took care of business just as you'd expect a 1 seed to do. They're going to get to stay at home another week and welcome in another opponent with a conference title on the line. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.